welcome to CMN News with your anchors Maddie and Colby and foreign correspondent Natasha.
Hello and welcome to CMN, the home to all your political and diplomatic travel news. Before we get into our news, Maddie, why don't you tell us about something that came about?
Sure thing, Colby. You see, it all started when elaborate trade networks started popping up all over Europe and the Far East. This brought about a great demand for representatives.
Oh well, we'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Have you ever wanted anyone to go on dangerous journeys?
Explore mystic lands? Big peppers in southern India. Well, you can't. But you can read about Marco Polo.
All you gotta do is buy his volume set of Marvelous Tales.
And here he is, the man with the details.
I'm Marco Polo.
Oh, hi. Marco Polo here. You know, I come from a long line of merchants, but even if you're not a merchant, you can still be enlightened by my stories. You see, you can read about how I became governor of the great city of Yangzhou. Oh, thanks to the great Khan, of course. Oh, here, pick up your own copy today, and I'll be in the library waiting for you.
Warning, no one is really sure how accurate Marco Polo and his stories are.
Hello, and welcome back to CMN News with me, Maddie.
And me, Colby.
Breaking news! After considering a military alliance with the Europeans and then denying it, the Mongols have sent the Nestorian Christian priest Robin Sama out as an envoy to the Pope and European political leaders. Here's our foreign correspondent Natasha with an update. Natasha?
Thanks, Maddie. Well, the tensions here between the Mongol Khans and the European authorities have been on the rise since the mid-11th century, when the Mongols famously declined Pope Innocent IV's offer to convert to Christianity. However, the Mongols have just announced that they are beginning a new attempt to reopen diplomatic relations with Western Europe. Now, what motivated this change? Well, it appears that the Khans are looking to invade the Muslim-held territories in Southwest Asia, along with the city of Jerusalem. In order to accomplish this, they're looking for support from the West. Now, the Khan has made a very strategic move in selecting Mr. Robin Sama, a Turkish Nestorian Christian priest from Khanbalik, as head of the diplomatic envoy to Europe. Even so, it is doubtful that Mr. Sama's diplomatic mission will be successful in the near future. We'll keep updated on the situation here. Maddie, back to you.
Wow, thanks, Natasha. That was very interesting.
Hey, Colby, did you hear about that dashing Muslim traveler, Ibn Battuta?
Why, of course. Ibn Battuta supposedly, after traveling through Muslim lands, became a qadi and advisor to the Sultan of Delhi and supervised the affairs of wealthy mosques and heard cases of law. I did just read that out of the book. Here's Jackie with the story.
Thanks, Colby. I'm here with Ibn Battuta, who has been reportedly whipping people all over the place. So, Mr. Battuta, I heard you recently sentenced a man to 80 lashes because you drank wine 8 years ago. Is this true?
Yup.
Why? I hear you're leaving to India to go to Maldive Islands to be a qadi. Care to enlighten us?
Yes, I'm going to hear cases of law and promote proper observance of Islam.
Oh, and what are your plans to enforce these ideas?
I'm going to sentence men who don't go to Friday prayers with lashings, and if thieves go thieving, then off with their heads, and also that the women dress modestly.
Well, you heard it here first. Back to you, Colby.
Wow, thanks, Jackie. Wow, Maddie, you were right. Ibn Battuta's really dashing. And so dreamy, providing guidance to societies that recently converted to Islam.
Well, looks like that's all we have time for today.
Tune in next time to CMN News. If Marco Polo had swag, he'd be Marco YOLO.
If Marco Polo's entire family died and he was forced to travel the seas alone, he'd be Marco Solo.
If Marco Polo wore a bodysuit and predicted the end of the world, he would be Darko Polo.
If Marco Polo was a hobbit, he'd be Marco Frodo. If Marco Polo was a salt-cylinder-shaped chocolate-covered caramel-filled candy, he'd be Marco Rolo.
It says pew.
Correspondent Natasha. I had to
First, back to you, Colby. What?